Hi, my name is Larry Hentz. I'm the Executive Director of Business Development for the Prince George's County Economic Development Corporation. I'm also the host of Business Spotlight. Today, we're going to meet with Piotr. He's the Director of Quantum Startup Foundry. Come on, let's go learn something. Thank you for having me come in today. Please, first and foremost, tell me about this business startup here.
We are a Quantum Startup Foundry,
Yes?
a business accelerator for quantum technology startups.
Okay.
We're based at the University of Maryland. We're a part of University of Maryland. We are state funded.
Wow, you're state funded, you're part of the University of Maryland, and you're dealing with quantum. So I'm going to ask the question. Tell the audience, what is quantum?
Quantum technologies leverage the science of very small. So atomic level effects,
Yes.
where quantum effects, quantum mechanics takes over. Classical mechanics, which we are used to, you drop an object, it falls, it's predictable. Quantum mechanics is based on probabilities. It's not very deterministic. And in fact, the quantum technology revolution we are going through right now, it's revolution number 2 or even 3, depending how you count. The theory, the scientific theory, is very old. It's over 100 years old. It was invented in 1920s.
So it's taken us over 100 years to bring to the table, or at least come close to the table, something that was thought up over 100 years ago.
A little bit less than that, because the devices you are using every day today, such as TV set or your cell phone, they utilize quantum effects as well.
Really?
A transistor, a basic building block of a chip that is in each phone, multiple of those.
Yes.
They are all working because of our understanding of quantum science. Now, we are going through the second revolution, technological revolution, which allows us to utilize those quantum effects at the very micro level, at atomic level, subatomic level, to make complex calculations, to improve sensing, to communicate in a very interesting way.
Yes.
And also, it presents a threat, for hacking our networks, because we know that a working quantum computer will be able to break present security algorithms and such.
Well, I was feeling pretty good until you got to that part, I got to tell you.
Okay.
But you said something interesting, which is we're in the midst of a quantum revolution.
Yes.
You
sir.
did not say evolution, you said revolution.
If you look at the Industrial Revolution, from the historic point of view, it one day we had horses, next day we had, a steam machine.
Yes.
But it didn't happen in like a point of time. It was extended process, but rather fast and accelerating, right?
Yes.
So similarly with quantum technology revolution number 2, similar things happen. Things are rapidly accelerating. For example, 5 years ago, we didn't have IonQ, a publicly traded quantum computing hardware and software company here in College Park in Prince George's County, just across the street, 10-minute walk from here.
Yes. That's
Now
true.
we do.
Yes, we do.
And they are coming up with next generation of quantum computing hardware. Like, according to the roadmap, every couple of months there is an interesting announcement. And others are doing the same. IBM, Rigetti, Pascal, you name it. Just a few names that work on quantum computing.
Petra, tell us, how did you end up here? And how long have you been associated with this?
I've been associated with the Quantum Foundry from the beginning, from April 21st, when we started this outfit, first as a program director, and now as a director of the Foundry. So I'm originally from Poland.
Yeah.
And
I would have never guessed.
I can give you some hints on my first and last name. And that's where I got my education. I got master's in applied physics from the Warsaw University of Technology.
Okay.
I also got my MBA there. It was the first year of a joint program between my university and Western business schools, such as London Business School or HEC from France. And then I joined the management consulting company, a US company, and I traveled the world with them, did very interesting jobs for them, including a lot of innovation. When I left the company after my stints in Warsaw, Chicago, Washington, D.C., Singapore, back to Washington, D.C.
Wow.
So spent some time with their McKinsey Global Institute doing research. I moved to a startup company. It was a software startup. After that, I took a little break, and I found this very interesting job at the University of Maryland, the Tech Transfer Office, and I evolved through intellectual property portfolio, including quantum inventions, if you will, and became part of quantum startup Foundry from its inception. So. Wow. I'm a history of that accelerator.
Tell me, why did you put the startup here in the University of Maryland?
Well, I didn't quite put it in here. They hired me, right?
Yes.
But the whole concept is funded by the state of Maryland. It's part of economic development package for Prince George's County. So the initial amount was $25 million over 10 years, and it went into a small operating budget for the Foundry. It goes into Discovery Fund, which is an investment fund, also in quantum startups, in quantum businesses. And also part of that funding went into renovation of quantum facilities. That includes some of our quantum institutes at the University of Maryland, and also renovation of the space where Quantum Startup Foundry will have its permanent location just down the road on Baltimore Avenue. So naturally, it had to be in Prince George's County, and because University of Maryland is such a powerhouse in quantum research, this is the place for Foundry to be. At the center of the capital of quantum, where the University of Maryland is, with all its quantum science and quantum institutes, and this is the place to provide home for quantum startups. Because the state and the county this is one of the strategic industries where they are investing. So how do I work with PG County? We were working from day one together. We partnered. They sponsor some of our activities, such as Quantum Investment Summit, where we brought some of those quantum businesses to connect with investors. On one hand, there is a lot of hype. At least 2 years ago, there was a lot of hype. So we helped investors with selecting, best quality startups. At the same time, we wanted to bring the investors who have a better understanding of how this technology is going to play out in the long term.
So, what can we expect next in the near future?
First of all, I'm looking forward to completing the design development project for our permanent location.
Yes.
I look forward to opening it up. In the meantime, we have an amazing pipeline of startups that we have conversations with. We have 7 startups and 2 organizations that are leasing space or about to lease space at our temporal location.
Excellent.
We have great collaboration with QLab, which is a partnership between IonQ, the quantum computing company, and the University of Maryland. And startups can participate in QLab with access to IonQ hardware through QSF. We have 6 pilot projects going on at QLab. We are part of Quantum World Congress. This is the local large conference focused on this new industry and developments happening in it.
Well, this all sounds very exciting and a little scary, but it sounds very exciting, I must say that.
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't excited about it.
Well, I've enjoyed meeting you, but before I go, can we look around a little bit?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go do it then.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I did. I really learned a lot about quantum. Can you imagine a future with all this technology that is coming our way? I just hope that you will continue to follow us on social media. And remember, keep your business spotlight on.